Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Carr. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And some room to roam now. 202 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job, Swarm.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 29, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr now on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Carr now on first down. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, it's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Randall Cobb as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
64 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, Jacobs once more.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, Carr. Caught left side by Cobb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Carr now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they needed...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Cameron Good in there to make the stop. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jags are right back in this football game.
But I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes it can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Carr to throw. Oh, he bowls over it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. One more time with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense